Hello and welcome to TheMan Games. This is a new show for the channel. It is called Fun with Figures. I know it's not a very original name. I kind of stole the name from Sheldon Cooper's Fun with Flags, but let's hope this show gets more views than his show did. So what we're going to be doing is going through 10 wrestling figures today. These ones today are the based on the late 90s and the Jakks WWE figures, and the first one we're going to look at today is probably one that every child in the 90s had. It is the Vince McMahon figure. So the reason why most children in the late 90s had this figure was because it came with the Typhotron. So as you can see in the bottom of his foot, he has a little code thing there. So you press it on the bars of the Typhotron and it would play his music. Because he came with the Typhotron, I believe there was a little button that you could press and it would play his music anywhere. So yeah, these, I should have said before actually, these figures aren't actually mine. These are my nephew's figures, but he doesn't play with them anymore, so I thought let's make some videos about them. You can see there that there's a bit of paintwork gone, but obviously this figure's from the late 90s, so it's still pretty good condition really. There's a view from the back there. So yeah, first figure today, Vince McMahon. So next up, as we've just had Vince McMahon, we'll have Shane McMahon next. Shane O'Mac. Yeah, a pretty good figure, but there's not a lot of detail in the figure really. As you can see there, some paint work has gone on the head there. Yeah, he's got a little code thing as well, so you'd have, same again, you'd put his foot on the bars and you should have played the McMahon music. So yeah, that is Shane McMahon. Next up we have the one Billy Gunn. Well actually this is Mr. Ass the Badass Billy Gunn. So yeah, this one's a little bit different. It's more the arms and legs are like rubber based. This figure's been well played with. I think this is actually one of mine as a child that I've ended up giving to my nephew. As you can see there, there's quite a lot of marks on the arms there, but obviously, like we've said before, it is an old figure. So yeah, that was Billy Gunn. Next up, we have his tag team partner. It is the Road Dogg Jesse James. Yeah, another good figure. Same again, it was a Typhotron figure as the ones before. The code on the bottom there. So I'm pretty sure the ones you could have got for the Typhotron were the Road Dogg, Vince McMahon, Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock, Gangrel, X-Pac. Maybe Chris Jericho, or maybe his was later when they brought up the SmackDown Typhotron. But anyway, good figure. There's a few marks there on the arms. It's worn away, the paint. No, it's a good figure. It's one I had as a child. I'm not actually so sure if this is the actual one, but I think it was actually one of the first WF Jakks figures that I had as a child. So yeah. Next up we have Chris Jericho. Now I believe this figure came with maybe a cup and a tray. I think if I can find some pictures of these in the original boxes, I will add them into the video. So yeah, he does have a barcode there, just like the other ones does. So yeah, obviously, like I said before, I'm not sure if that was for the Titantron that came with Vince McMahon or the latest SmackDown one. Back of the t-shirt there is a bit worn away, as you can see. But no, good figure. So yeah, that is Chris Jericho. Next up we have Hardcore Holly. Same as the Billy Gunn figure. It's got rubber arms and legs. No codes on the rubber ones. You can see his name signed out on the jacket. I don't actually remember Hardcore Holly ever coming to the ring with a jacket personally. I mean, just maybe I wasn't watching at the time, but yeah. Other than his figure, I've not actually seen him walk to the ring, in that kind of attire. But no, good figure. Few marks on the top there, but other than that, it's pretty decent. So yeah, that is Hardcore Holly. Next up today we have a x-pac figure. This figure has been well played with. As you can see on his chest there is quite a lot of paintwork missing. But same again, this is a Titantron figure, so he does have the code at the bottom of his foot. The back of his is actually quite good condition. It's just obviously the chest where some of the other wrestlers have been kicking him. This is another figure I had as a child. I remember one Christmas I got this and a Mankind figure in a similar range, I think. So yeah, that is x-pac. Next up, one of my favourite wrestlers, Eddie Guerrero. This figure is in real condition. It looks like it's hardly been played with, to be honest, which is actually good. On the back it says, "Can you stand the heat?" Obviously on the front it says Latino Heat. Good figure. Barcode on the foot for the Titantron. Can't actually remember if one of the Titantrons did actually play Eddie Guerrero's music. But yeah, he put his foot on the bars and he would have played someone's music. So yeah, that is Eddie Guerrero. Next up we have a figure that was in the same range as the Eddie Guerrero figure, Albert. I think maybe this Albert figure came with a spanner, maybe. I might be wrong, but no, this figure is in good condition. Yeah, not a lot of marks on the back. I did used to have this figure also as a child, but ended up breaking when I did a move, I think, and it went down like that, and it basically the figure just broke in half. So yeah, that's don't be too rough with your toys. So yeah, that is Albert. He's also been known as Tensai or Lord Tensai, A-Train. I think in Japan he was called Giant Bernard, I think, or something quite similar to that. I think when he joined Brodus Clay was Sweet Tea, and he's also been known as Prince Albert. Whether he has a Prince Albert himself, I'd rather not know. But yeah, that's Albert. And lastly, this is one of my old wrestling figures that I had given to my nephew. Stone Cold. I believe I got this for my 10th or 11th birthday. I think actually it might have been my 11th birthday. It was actually my nephew's father that bought me this figure. It came with the Smoking Skull Championship, a load of little cans and a case to put the cans in. Yeah, real good figure. Like I said, it was one of mine as a child, and it's still in really good condition. So, yeah, it just goes to show that the older Jakks figures, well, in my opinion, they seem to last longer than the newer Mattel ones. Yeah, it'll probably be a theme of the channel, me saying how much I prefer the older ones than the newer ones. But you know, everyone's a bit like that as they get older. They don't like the newer stuff. They always prefer the older stuff that they're used to. So yeah, that is the last one we're going to look at today. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you thought of the video. We're hoping to do quite a few of these, so we'd love your feedback. Go out and check the other content on my channel, the 2K20 videos on the channel. There is also a WrestleCrate unboxing video on the channel now, seeing as we finally got to 200 subscribers. So that is the special video that got uploaded, and now there will be one going up monthly when I receive the WrestleCrate myself. So yeah, please like the video, subscribe, and that is everything for today. Bye.